Okay, I gotta try to be like somewhat quiet because it's like 11:20 p.m. at night and half of my family is asleep. So I'm gonna try to be quiet but still do this at the same time. So yeah, I figured I'd do a tier list of fast food places because, you know, I like talking about things and my opinions on things. And, I was thinking about how to do this video in my head, and I realized I actually have a lot of things to say about a lot of these restaurants. So, yeah, join me as I do this tier list here. Okay, it doesn't say who made this tier list. Okay, right, let's get started. So, Arby's. Have I been there? I don't think I've been there. I'm gonna put that in never tried. Baja Fresh. I've vaguely heard of that place. Okay, Taco Bell. Taco Bell is kind of like the Imagine Dragons of the Mexican food scene. They want to be included with the other Mexican restaurants, but, no one takes them seriously because of how, off they are. It vaguely resembles Mexican food, but, some of these things, come on. The Cheez-It Crunch Wrap. What even is that abomination? Now, I'm not saying Taco Bell is bad. Sure, they do all sorts of abominations that probably the Mexican food community isn't too happy about, like nacho fries or the Doritos taco thing. But I don't think they're bad necessarily. Nacho fries taste pretty great. What else? Their quesadillas are sick. I'm gonna put Taco Bell in. Oh, also, I'd say generally out of all the Taco Bells I've been to, I've been to one Taco Bell with incredible customer service. The rest of them are just meh. My dad has this one story where he went to he did an app order for Taco Bell, and he got to the actual Taco Bell place, and they said, "Oh no, you already picked up your order," and he was like, "But I already paid. I don't remember picking it up." And they were like, "No, you paid for it." Just really stubborn and rude to him. I don't think he ever did actually get his money back. I could be wrong though. So yeah, that's a pretty scummy thing to do. I would put Taco Bell under pretty good. I think that's fair. They're good, but they're not the best. What does that say? American Sub Shop? Yeah, I've never heard of that place. Bojangles. I had Bojangles once at the Atlanta airport. It was pretty good. I'd give it pretty good tier. No. Putting it in the same tier as Taco Bell just doesn't feel right. What is this? Boston Homestyle Meals Market. I've never heard of that place. Pardon me. Wait, what? No. Bueno? I've never heard of that place either. Burger King. Burger King's a pretty bland and meh restaurant. Their burgers are decent. Their fries are decent. The chicken fries are good. They do have really good onion rings. I will give them that. I think they deserve to be indecent. Bush's Chicken, never had that place. Little Caesars. Little Caesars is probably the most overrated pizza place there is. Little Caesars sucks, to put it bluntly. I'm putting them... Frick. I'm putting it in bad. Or should I? I guess it deserves meh. Raisin Cane's. I've heard a lot of wonderful things about Raisin Cane's, but I've never been there, so they're still on my bucket list. Carl's Jr., never been there either. Chick-fil-A. I have a few gripes with the way Chick-fil-A is run, all the homophobic charities they've donated to. But I'm trying to judge this just in terms of taste of food and customer service. And I think Chick-fil-A deserves to be in perfect for that. Like, they have the best chicken. And, their staff is incredibly friendly and helpful. So, despite of the homophobia and their management, I'm just not going to focus on that and give them perfect. Checkers, never been there. Chipotle. I think I've been there once, and it was a really long time ago. I'm debating between decent and meh. I'm gonna put them in meh. Church's Chicken. Never heard of them. Culver's. Culver's is absolutely goated. I'm putting them in perfect. Culver's is just perfect. I love Culver's. I wouldn't say they're my favorite restaurant, but they're pretty dang good. Their burgers are great. Their fries could be better, but I don't think they should change them. The cheese curds are legendary. The cheese dip, the ranch, all that stuff. There's just nothing bad about Culver's. And, even they probably have the best ice cream / custard out of any place I've ever been to. So, yeah, Culver's definitely deserves perfect here. Del Taco, never been there. Domino's. I'd say Domino's is decent. They're not that great, but I do respect them having garlic knots and everything. That's pretty sick. What else? Funny story. I used to like Domino's, but, my dad didn't like Domino's, so whenever we had a party where there was Domino's, he would just sort of sit in the corner and be the grumpy old man he is. So then of course, because we wanted him to enjoy it too, we started having Barro's Pizza instead. And, that happened, and I didn't really like that. I liked Domino's at the time. So I decided, and for context, I had 2 separate birthday parties, one for my family and one for my friends. Okay, that doesn't matter. I'm not going to get into the details of that, but basically, for my past 2 birthdays, I had done, Olive Garden takeout for, a meal at the party. However, this time, because I was sick of not having Domino's and kind of because I wanted to spite my dad, I decided to do Olive Garden for my friend party, and I did Domino's for my family party. And I on the day of my party, I had Domino's for lunch, and I was like, man, yeah, this doesn't taste as good as I remember it being. I kind of understand why my dad didn't like this. I feel like I wasted my choose whatever I want for food because it's my birthday. So yeah, Domino's is good. It's just not that good. Captain D's, that's what she said. Yeah, never heard of them. Chicken Express. Never heard of them. Five Guys. I've heard of Five Guys. I've heard some great things about them, but I've never been there. Firehouse Subs. I appreciate that they donate to, firemen and everything, but their food just isn't that great. Freddy's. Freddy's is another top tier restaurant. They're honestly great. They have probably the best fries I've ever had. And their burgers are also pretty great. I'd say their burgers are also some of my favorites. And their ice cream doesn't disappoint. So, yeah. Freddy's is definitely one of my favorite fast food restaurants. Freebirds. I mean, I do love me some 4-minute long guitar solos, but I've never heard of this restaurant. Yeah. Tacos Fuego. I've never heard of that place. Pizza Hut. I'd say Oh, man. Pizza Hut is still awesome. Not quite perfect, but they're still pretty dang good. Like their whole dinner box thing with the pizza and pasta combined. Man, I love that stuff. And their breadsticks are pretty sick, too. So, yeah, Pizza Hut definitely deserves to be in perfect tier. Okay, In-N-Out. Another extremely overrated restaurant. I'd put it in meh. Its burgers are mid. The fries are okay. What else? Oh yeah, they don't have frickin' ranch. That's my biggest gripe with them. Like, what kind of place that has fries and burgers doesn't have ranch? That's just absolutely sad. I cannot put them anything higher of meh because of that. Seriously, how could you not have ranch? Oh, Jack in the Box. I really don't like Jack in the Box, just their food is pretty bad to me. I'm gonna put them in bad. They're not quite absolute garbage, but they're just not good. Jason Deli, never heard of them. Dairy Queen. I can confidently say that I have had both their normal food and their blizzards. I think they deserve to be in pretty good up there with Taco Bell. I don't think they're like absolutely perfect, but they're good. They're good. Jersey Mike's. Never been to Jersey Mike's. Never been to Jimmy John's. What the heck is even Jollibee? Fazoli's. Oh man, my parents have told me some wonderful stories about Fazoli's, but I've never been there, so I cannot fairly tell you how good they are. Right, KFC. KFC's pretty bad, too. I'd put them there. Okay. Okay, Long John Silver's. Never had them. McDonald's. There. Another extremely overrated restaurant. McAllister's Deli. I've never heard of that place. Mod Pizza. Mod Pizza is pretty good. I put them up here. They don't quite feel perfect here, but they're pretty good. Moe's Southwest Grill. Never heard of that place. Panda Express. I don't like Asian food. It's nothing about Panda themselves. I don't like Asian food. I just don't. It's not my thing. So even though I do think I've had them in the past, I'm still gonna put them in never tried since, it just doesn't feel fair to dock them points because I don't personally like the genre of food they do. Panera Bread. Never tried Panera Bread. Torchy's Tacos. Literally never heard of them. Papa John's. I'd put them in... I would put them between decent and pretty good if I could. But I'm going to put them in pretty good. El Pollo Loco. Never had them. I just burned through a bunch of these random restaurants I've never heard of. Oh, Rudy's. I don't think I've ever had them. Sbarro's. Dang, okay. I'm surprised Sbarro's is on this list. Definitely a really great place. Oh, man. I would put it between Perfect and Still Awesome if I could, but I can't, so I'm gonna put it in Still Awesome. I can't even pronounce that, and I don't know what that restaurant is, so, yeah. Okay, Shake Shack. Shake Shack. I went there once, on a trip to Atlanta 2 years ago. They're basically like a Wish.com Freddy's. However, I wouldn't say they're bad. They are pretty good, actually, but they're basically just like Freddy's bad little cousin. I don't know, something like that. Sonic. It's ironic that my biggest gripe with Sonic is just how dang long they take to get your food to your car. It's so obnoxious how long it takes. And it's ironic because they're called Sonic. They should be fast at this kind of thing. But yeah. Subway. Have I had Subway? I think I have had Subway, like vaguely. I'm putting it in pretty good. You can't go wrong with sub sandwiches. You really can't. Taco Cabana. Never heard of that place. Wendy's. Frick. I just want to say Wendy's is better than McDonald's, definitely. But it's still not that good. What else? Okay, Whataburger. Never had them. So yeah, I guess that's it. None of these landed in absolute garbage. Let me just think for a minute. I'm moving Firehouse Subs and In-N-Out to bad. I mean, come on, In-N-Out is so pathetic. What's a burger place that doesn't have ranch? And their lines are always freaking out the door. Oh, what else? Shake Shack, Sbarro's Pizza. Yeah, okay, I guess that's it. Subscribe and crap. Okay, goodbye.
Hey there, baby boy. Subscribe to my YouTube channel. I know you want to so bad. Subscribe right now. It would make me so happy. It would just make me so